Hey folks, good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. So there's an unfolding story currently developing in the external communities, and it's simply the Binance founder CZ is sued by CFTC for allegedly violating trading rules. And it's pretty short. There's nothing really more to say in this article currently. It just says they will update it. This is all really starting to back up this Operation Choke Point theory, us going over that, hashing over history, and now seeing these different attacks developing left, right, and center. And it seems all of our key figures in crypto are being hit, especially the ones that surround LUNC, because Binance has a lot to do with the whole LUNC community. They're very committed to burning, and that is something in itself. They're not doing it for anyone else. So this really does have an effect, not just on the crypto market, but all of us. But it's simply taking these titles as law and then actioning from that title a trade, making some kind of hasty trade and just acting rash. So if we look at simple Google searches and look at other articles, everybody's saying the same thing. Binance is sued by US watchdog for alleged derivatives over rule lapses. So what's CZ said? Well, he simply tweeted number 4, and that number 4 was relating to this. And you can see in the future, would appreciate if you can link this to the post when I tweet 4. Ignore FUD, fake news, attacks, etc. So this in itself is very calming. But like I was saying, we need to ensure we're not taking even what CZ is saying as law. As people involved in crypto, we have the right to know the truth. We already get this kind of whitewash from governments. We don't expect it from the leaders in our communities, right? So let's move over to the Commodities Future Trading Commission. I've highlighted some parts of this. I've had a read through, I've had another read through, and then I read through it once more just in case. And I've highlighted some important parts because this is their press release. It's just been released around 10 minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago, depending on the time when this video comes out. So the Commodities Future Trading Commission today announced it has filed, so it has filed a civil enforcement action in the US District Court for the Northern District of Illinois, charging CZ and 3 entities that operate the Binance platform with numerous violations of the Commodity Exchange Act. It's funny that if you add CZ and 3 entities, you end up with a number 4. So the complaint also charges Samuel Lim, Binance's former chief compliance officer, with aiding and abetting Binance violations. So I'm just going to more or less go through the things I've highlighted because it kind of develops the story a little bit better, just breaking down these key bits and not boring you with the whole article. I'll leave a link to this in the description. The defendants allegedly chose to knowingly disregard applicable provisions of the CEA while engaging in a calculated strategy of regulatory arbitrage to their commercial benefit. It's in continued litigation against the defendants. The agency seeks disgorgement, civil monetary penalties, permanent trading and registration bans, and a permanent injunction against further violations of the CEA and CFTC regulations as charged. So today's enforcement action demonstrates that there is no location or claimed lack of location that will prevent the CFTC from protecting American investors. I have been clear that the CFTC will continue to use all of its authority to find and stop misconduct in the volatile and risky digital asset market, said CFTC Chairman Rostin Benman. For years, Binance knew they were violating CFTC rules, working actively to both keep the money flowing and avoid compliance. This should be a warning to anyone in the digital asset world that the CFTC will not tolerate willful avoidance of US law. I applaud the diligent and dedicated work of the CFTC's enforcement team in bringing this action and for their hard work in addressing illegal operations in the digital asset space. So think about what they're doing here. Binance could easily solve this situation, so could a lot of other exchanges, by simply just not dealing with the US market. Boom, you've got a choke point. You've created some kind of choke point through rules, regulation, and just simply piling it on. So there's a lot to take in with what's been going on in the background. If you've been part of this channel from the beginning, you'll know that CZ Binance has the ability to more or less move all of the coins in one wallet. Even if they belong to you, they will still be able to move them. We've got evidence, we've got video evidence, we've got graph evidence, we can see it, it's there for everybody to see. Now, the compliant charges that for much of the relevant period, Binance did not require its customers to provide any identity verifying information before trading on the platform, despite the legal duty that entities like Binance functioning as a futures commission merchants collect such information and fail to implement the basic compliance procedures designed to prevent and detect terrorist financing and money laundering. The complaint further alleges that even after Binance purported to restrict US customers from trading on its platform, Binance instructed its customers, in particular its commercially valuable US-based VIP customers, on the best methods for evading Binance's compliance controls. In addition, the complaint charges Binance with acting as a designated contract market or swap execution facility based on its role in facilitating derivatives transactions without registering with the CFTC as required. So there's another section in here which states, as alleged, Zhao, so we'll just say CZ, is liable for Binance's violation based on his control over Binance and his long-running failure to act in good faith concerning Binance's misconduct. According to the complaint, CZ owned and controlled dozens of entities that operate the Binance platform as a common enterprise. CZ is alleged to have been responsible for all major strategic decisions at Binance, including devising the secret plot to instruct US-based VIP customers to evade Binance's compliance controls and instructing Binance employees to ensure all communications about their control subversion took place over applications that facilitated the automatic destruction of evidence. So this is once again this whole thing. Once you get put under the magnifying glass, you're put under the magnifying glass. The thing to take from this is from the actual people doing this. The key point in this is that it's filed enforcement actions, okay? And it's alleging these things. It's alleged. None of this is actually, they've not been charged with anything. Nothing's changed in the crypto market. The only thing that changed was the mood, so to speak, in the market and how people are now feeling, that whole kind of fear and greed index thing, right? We're still at the greed point on the fear and greed index, which is really good to see. And they're just going to simply keep hitting as much as they can with whatever they've got to ensure they're halting the progress of cryptocurrencies, market cap as a whole. And it just seems so obvious now, especially over the past few days, all of the different things coming forward. So CZ's obviously saying, ignore FUD, fake news, attacks. I guess this one falls into attacks because we can't say it's FUD or fake news because there's an article released by the CFTC on their website, which is an official release number. And they don't release many statements. So it's stuff to take in. It's stuff to be aware of. And it's like I was saying at the beginning, it's better to understand now what this all means and where it's all going. But currently nothing's changed. Nothing has moved. There's nothing that's happened from this. So hopefully CZ gives a better update. They acknowledge the article exists. They acknowledge that there possibly is an issue there and then puts forward how they intend to deal with it, where this is going to go, and simply letting people know should they be worried. Not that they would. I don't think this is something to worry about right now. It's just once again alleged. It's all going to be something that could go down in the future. It could just get simply thrown out. But for now, this is all we've got. This is how much it's up to date. If it develops any further, if it unfolds any further, I'll try and keep you updated as it plays out. Other than that, folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. None of this is financial advice, and we will catch you in the next one.